Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of a pretty awesome, lightweight, small, compact fifth wheel. This is the 2024 Cardinal 23RK. This is primarily going to be for that couple that wants something a little bit larger than your average travel trailer, but still is not ready to get into that absolutely, massive fifth wheel, something like that you see over there. So all the specifications, things like length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, all that good stuff can be found down in the description of this video, and it should pop up on the screen. But I hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys like RV tours in general. Hit that like and subscribe button if you particularly like my video. And let's go ahead and get right into it. Again, it's the 2024 Cardinal 23RK. Now this won't be an overwhelmingly long video because this is not a very large camper, but it's really got everything that you need for that traveling couple, and it even accommodates, for that occasional guest to sleep. So pretty interesting in the fact that you got a little mini L couch here, and you notice those two pucks. That is going to be for, a dinette. So not only can you sleep somebody there, but you also have a place, where you can sit down and functionally have a meal. What's pretty interesting about this is usually these smaller, mid-profile fifth wheels, due to the fact that they're trying to cut down on weight, they usually have these little rinky-dink slides. They're probably, 5 foot. You can bonk the bottom of your ear on. But the Cardinal Red in general is still going with a larger than average slide, which I actually really enjoy. Just because you're going light and, lightweight, and you can pull it with, all your 2500s and all that good stuff, doesn't mean you still don't want a little bit of a semblance, of a larger camper. So that is pretty darn nice, and it doesn't add too much to the weight. I also like the fact that they introduced some accent lighting here over the slide. You have a sofa that pulls out for some additional sleeping. So again, even though it's traditionally a couples coach, you do have the ability to sleep someone smaller over here, and then maybe that older grandkid, or something like that, over on this, pull-out sofa. You're also going to notice you get a counter with 2 USBs and outlets to plug in the devices. You're also going to see some fairly large windows as well, not only over here, but above here as well. Then you notice too that they are tinted. You're also going to get, because of the slide height, you get above average storage for this class. You also get a little nook underneath where they put a little step stool for those of us that are vertically challenged. But you got, boom, the Furrion 12-volt refrigerator, which is nice. It's going to be bigger than those gas and electric refrigerators in some RVs. It's also more functional, in terms of actual use. The freezer section will actually keep stuff frozen, and that's always a big benefit. Who wants, that ice cream, kind of that buttery texture, right off the rip. Some pretty good storage here. By the way, that'll also run off of, solar, your truck when you're driving down the road, of course, shore power, your battery, but it's got a little bit more uses too than just like your average, like everyday, home refrigerator. Here in the back, even though it's small and compact, I like how they use the bed rest or the headrest of the sofa right there, or whatever you want to call that, the L couch sofa. But they use that to kind of segment off this back rear kitchen. So you still get kind of the feeling of having like a little bit of a separation, and you get a lot of storage and a lot of countertop space. So you get a little Furrion oven right here, perfect, for maybe like some cookies or, DiGiorno. 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixings. You also see you got the little glass stovetop. You also are going to have a fan and a light. And then right there, bada bing, bada boom. And then for you RVers that like drinking, you got a place where you can put some bottles, wine bottles or, whatever else, what other bottle that you like. But a lot of overhead storage. Now this is going to be the same going all the way down into that corner. So I'll just open up this one, and then I'll even show you, right over here as well. But you can see it's all one big, kind of connected area, which is pretty darn nice in that little elbow configuration. Now having them connected also lowers down on weight, but you still get a lot of storage. 2 viewing windows, so if you're doing some dishes or maybe have some, some plates or, I don't know, hors d'oeuvres or hors d'oeuvres. If you have some like extra food, for your sorry, I need to revamp here what I'm doing. You have a place to put some stuff right there with a lot of countertop. It's also going to be that plastic wrap, and if you can hear, it's that really tough kind of beaded up plastic. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. You also get an outlet there for a Keurig. Plastic undermounted bowl with the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. You also got a little jet power right there. And then underneath here, you get some clean-cut storage and access to your plumbing, along with a little plastic trash can Rooney. Compliments of Forest River's finest. And then you're also going to see you get 3 pull-out drawers. Now the bottom 2 are going to be just a little bit larger, than the top one. You also get a little area where you can, separate your spoons from your knives. So now we're back up kind of in that living room area. And even though it only has 1 slide, you can see the way they configured it. You still get like a lot of downtime, rainy day, movie mode kind of room. You can put someone right here sitting. You got another area right there. TV, I'm assuming it's on a swivel. We'll check that here in a second. Actually, let's just go ahead and check that right now. You got a Summit TV as well. Yeah, it's on that swivel, so you can pull it up and angle it how you please. You also notice storage both left, right, and below. And you're also going to have the Furrion 30-inch fireplace that's going to put out some incredible heat. It's going to heat up 500 square feet of RV. So an RV this size, that thing can roast you out of the camper. I mean, heck, I got it on about 70, and I'm over here sweating like a little piggy. Speaking of piggies, we did, those of you that have watched my videos before, I always say we got 4 kids, 3 dogs, 2 cats, and a bearded dragon. But now we have the addition of 2 new guinea pigs. And my 2.5-year-old daughter named them Pig 1 and Pig 2. So shout out to them. You got the Suburban on-demand hot water heater. That is an awesome feature to have. If you're not familiar with it, it's basically continuous heat and instant heat. So perfect for RV life, especially if you were someone that likes to take some long showers. You got tank heaters, which is great for an extended stay, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season. It helps your tanks from freezing. And then all your different lighting controls, on and control, and then your slide. Here's going to be where you control that heat and AC as well. You have a fuse box down there on the floor, so if something isn't working, make sure to check that out. Little grab handle. And then pretty decent sized bathroom, nothing too crazy, but it's definitely serviceable. You got a plastic foot flush throne right there, and it's in a great spot where shoulder to shoulder, you're not pressed. And then the shower's also got this right here, which kind of comes out. Now I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds, and you can see I got plenty of head clearance. And then, turning this way, I've got plenty of room. Going this way, your shoulder might kind of get into, this just a little bit, but it's still going to be, it's going to be just fine. Got a little sink. The old bowling gun. Got to start practicing. We got bowling coming up soon. Back from my hiatus, getting out of retirement, going back to the journey to 300. North to south bed, usually not a fan of those, but I do like it in this because, again, you're trying to keep it compact. But the reason I don't normally like north to south is there's never any room on either side, so you're always doing kind of that sideways shuffle. And on this, you can see I've actually got, proper room for like a normal walk. Now, right over here, this is pretty interesting because this doesn't usually happen on campers this size for fifth wheels, but you're going to have built-in shelving, or you can make it a basically like a large closet for your hanging items. But behind here, you're also going to see it's prepped up for a washer and dryer. So that's going to be pretty unique, in an RV this size. You also have an emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. Full queen bed with storage all the way up, around, and below. That's going to be that tabletop. And again, notice it's on that strut system, so you're hands-free. You got a little cutout right there where you can put out like a CPAP machine. You also got all the outlets and USBs that you could possibly need. More hanging room. And then boom. You're also going to see 2 AC. So there's one right here, and I didn't point out the other one. But yeah, then you got TV backer, 2 outlets, cable and satellite hookups. So here, another emergency exit. Yeah, if you guys have made it this far, if you don't mind hitting that like and subscribe button. Again, this was the interior of the 2024 Cardinal 23RK. Pretty darn snazzy, I'll tell you. Doesn't get much better if you're looking for, pretty darn light. I mean, look at this. It's a fifth wheel that weighs 7,433 pounds dry. And you got dual axle. So in case you missed it the first time around, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, all that good stuff can be found down in the description. But heading around the front, you got these really aggressive amber glowing LED lights. I also like how the front cap, you know, is the way that it is. You got the fiberglass front cap, just making it really nice and smooth. It also looks great, and it goes all the way up and curls over the top to help mitigate, you know, some of that maintenance as far as like leaks or anything like that are concerned. You also have the Curt turning point, meaning your turning radius is a little bit nicer as well. You have electric leveling in this unit, so nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. Big old open storage, and you're gonna see you got your spare tire over there. Propane bottles, you're gonna have 2 of them right behind this door. And then you got a little pass-through storage right there. And it's welded on all points, shows that aluminum frame. You got a little cable hookup right there and right there. And then you have the step above steps that flip up into the doorway with the screen. And you got a pretty good size awning with that amber LED light there up the front, kind of like a little storm door light. Extra large grab handle. Little more storage. There's going to be that electric stab jack right there. Heading out the back, you are prepped for the Lippert on-the-go ladder system. So basically it just hooks right in there so you can get on top of your roof, you know, check your seals, check your slides, you're good to go. Make sure your maintenance is on the old up and up. And then you have a receiver right here. And then you also get a prep for the Furrion observation camera, the rear observation. So you get a 4.5-inch screen or 7, depending on which one you get, and you suction cup it right onto your windshield, and it helps you see what's going on behind you with some distance markers. Here's going to be where you plug in the camper, and then you have a slide, which you can put a slide topper on if you'd like, which is basically a piece of awning that goes from here to here, and it protects any debris, you know, from falling on top. Moving on along, here's going to be where your dump is, and your fresh tank drain, low point drains, and your docking station, which is nice. You also have your battery hookup in here as well. That's going to be your battery disconnect, extend and retract for the front jack, hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, and then all your different tank fills, cable satellite, and your black tank flush, which is basically a sprinkler system there for your poop tank. That's the back end of the Suburban on-demand hot water heater. But all right, guys, I know this was a quickie. But again, it's the 2024 Cardinal 23RK. My name is Hunter. Hope you have a great day. See ya.